It was all on camera. I'm the one playing with this racket, not you guys. Imagine trying to serve with this. Give it a go. If they could do it, we can do it. Oh, I don't believe it. It's an old ball.
Legends Football League, Legends Cup, the new South Wales Surge, and the Western Australia Angels. Leah Turnbull and her high-flying offense square up against the Surge's stingy defense. Legends Cup, next.
Life comes down to moments. Moments of triumph and moments of failure. Tonight is my moment. Tonight is our moment on a stage for the world to see. The battle begins now for LFL supremacy in Australia.
Gridiron's biggest stage lands in Perth, Australia. It's the Legends Cup. Welcome to a rocking NIB Stadium. Hello, LFL fans. Mitch Mortaza alongside John Rowe. Joining us a little bit later, Sarah Godfrey down on the field. And John, here we are at the end of a very successful LFL Australia season, and it culminates with the two best teams on the biggest stage.
Absolutely. You couldn't have written the script any better. Look at the rankings. You've got the Surge versus the Angels. The Surge, the number 1 ranked offense, the number 2 ranked defense. The Angels, the number 1 ranked defense, and the number 2 ranked offense. That's just, you couldn't have written the script any better. For me tonight, it's about the Surge captains on both sides of the ball. Bonnie Gillespie, league MVP. She's going to be fantastic. I think she should have a breakout game tonight because I personally don't think that WA front 3 has the speed or the size to match it tonight. On the defensive side of the ball, I can't believe I'm saying this, Mitch, 18 years old, Bonnie Zaya, league MVP for defense. She's young, doesn't have much experience, but wow, is she playing like a seasoned veteran.
Yeah, and if you want to talk about captains on the WA side of the ball, you got to talk about US import Adrienne Purnell. Had a great season down here, and as a captain of this team, her assignments are twofold tonight in talking to the defensive coordinators for WA. Primarily, it's to spy Gillespie. We talked about that earlier. They want to avoid her having that breakout game. And then it's to cover the flats with Shari Onley and Quincy Hewitt. That is something that New South Wales has lived off of offensively this year. And then on the offensive side for WA, it's the person we've talked about with every WA game this year, Leah Turnbull. Their young signal caller, a gutsy quarterback, can take off with the football, but also has the arm to stretch the field. And then when you talk about the players, outside of the players, you talk about the schemes and coaching. These are two of the best of LFL Australia. And for a closer look at them, we go down to the field with Sarah Godfrey.
Thanks, Mitch. After meeting with both head coaches, Jason Gaffey from the Surge said he definitely needs to stick to what has taken his team to the grand final, and that's a strong ground game to set up the pass. Defensively, they need to put pressure on WA's young quarterback, Leah Turnbull. After speaking with him about their recent 18-20 loss, Coach Gaffey said it was more the fact that New South Wales were actually beating themselves rather than WA actually beating them. JR Rogers has also said he's very cautious as he knows the Surge are red hot right now. He believes his offense can definitely unsettle the Surge tonight, but he does not believe corners, Bronte Zaya or Corbin McGregor, can match the speed of Tammy West or Tegan Brown. WA need to contain Gillespie tonight, and they also need to force quarterback Jacinta Barclay to beat them. It doesn't get much bigger than this. Back to you guys.
Well, the stage is set. It's the grand final, the Western Australia Angels versus the New South Wales Surge. Kickoff is next.
LFL football presented by Party Deck, the LFL's official social media destination, connecting fans to the game.
We are back at NIB Stadium, the Legends Cup. Western Australia and New South Wales as we go down to the field with Sarah Godfrey.
Thanks, guys. Well, there's a lot of expectations on Two of the Stars tonight. I'm here with Shari Onley from the New South Wales Surge and Tammy West from the Angels. First, Shari, visiting team here tonight. Did this atmosphere intimidate you at all?
No, I don't think anything intimidates the Surge. We've been here before. We know what happened last time, and you're going to see a very different Surge tonight. So the answer is definitely no.
Good luck for the game. Now, Tammy, you've had a lot of success here this season. How are the nerves tonight, and how is the team feeling just moments before kickoff?
There's no nerves. We're very much prepared. Obviously, coming off a loss last week has actually made us more focused and more determined, and we've tightened up all the screws that were loose, and we've actually never played to our potential in any of the games yet, so hopefully we can do that tonight.
Well, the whole season comes down to this. Back to you guys.
Well, I'm really impressed with those athletes. You can tell Shari's been on the battlefield before, such intensity. You can tell she's an absolute leader. And Tammy, that's great. They've learned from last week's mistakes, and she looks absolutely focused.
The stage is set, and here's Mo Gaxiola getting us underway. Deep kick, and that'll be a touchback, and WA will be on offense. A big stage here, have their home crowd behind them. And this offense is loaded going up against the number 2 ranked New South Wales defense. Let's meet this WA offense.
Chloe Stapp, offensive line. Adrienne Purnell, tight end.
Nicole Harvey, offensive line. Tammy West, wide receiver. Tessa Atkinson, running back.
Brittany Winnett, your running back. Leah Turnbull, quarterback.
I like the opportunities here. Tammy West, running back. Adrienne Purnell, tight end. Got some weapons on offense.
Now a 1st and 10 play. The first play from scrimmage, a little end around reverse. And there is that number 2 ranked defense. Let's meet them.
Kiana Takarangi, defensive end. Alison Laws, defensive end.
Monique Axiola, middle linebacker.
Lisa Todicki, corner.
Rosie Zaya, corner.
Amanda James, safety. Mallory Bogahibro, safety.
And what a call, Mitch. First up, let's go with the reverse. First play of the Legends Cup.
Now a 2nd and 15 for WA. They're going to try the right side with Brittany Ware. Ware getting back some of that penalty yardage. She'll go for about 6 yards on that run. And that's going to be a key for them offensively, establishing that run game and giving Leah Turnbull some options through the pass attack.
Absolutely. It's going to be the game planning here for J.R. Rogers is going to be critical. He's going to try the left or the right and see where he can set up for Turnbull.
Now a 3rd and 9 play from the Western Australia 16-yard line. Turnbull in the shotgun. Quick handoff goes to Brittany Ware. And Ware goes for another 5 yards. That'll set up about a 4th and 4. Great season for Ware, John.
I love it, the 7.2 yard average. I mean, you can't ask more from the running back for that. She's almost getting a first down every 2 runs, so great job by Ware.
Now an early critical 4th down for WA. Backed up deep on their side of the field. 4th and 4. Direct snap. This one to Turnbull in the flat to Brittany Ware. Ware makes the catch, but will not get the yardage. Great closing speed by that New South Wales defense, John.
Mitch, you picked it in the pregame there. They hit the flat. Just a little swing pass out the right. Great call, but just there you can see the Surge are swarming there. They almost had the first down, the Angels, but that Surge said, no way, not today.
Now a 1st and 10 as we get our first look at New South Wales' #2 ranked offense, just behind WA's offense. And Jacinda Barkley under center. That's a direct snap to Barkley. Barkley goes for about 7 yards on that.
And that's something very rare this year. A QB sneak first up.
Now we're going to meet that New South Wales offense.
Charmaine Pavelka, center. Shariel Lee, tight end.
Quincy Hewitt, tight end.
Aubrey McGregor, wide receiver.
Kayla Mulberry, wide receiver. Bonnie Gillespie, running back.
Jacinda Barclay,
Quarterback.
And I want to see how Gillespie goes tonight.
Now a 2nd and 3. That was a wide receiver screen to Kayla Mulvold, a favorite target of Jacinda Barkley this season. Now we're going to meet that WA defense.
Linda Holland, defensive end. Brooke Carmichael, defensive end. Brianna Edbrook, linebacker.
Melissa Budd, defensive back. Tegan Brown, lockdown corner.
Tessa Atkinson, free safety.
Adrian Brunel, you're a strong safety.
And I definitely want to see how that whole secondary goes tonight. That's a bit of a key.
Now a 3rd and 1 handoff to Bonnie Gillespie. And Gillespie, just like that, picks up the first down.
Nice, just a simple little dive left. Couple of missed blocks there, but they'll iron out those problems. Gillespie's had a great season. The MVP, 8.3 yard average, 300 yards. Total offense, that's awesome. But I tell you what, Mitch, she can't do it without that offensive line. They've got to be moving the path for her to get the yards.
League MVP honors for Bonnie Gillespie. By far the #1 running back, the closest one to her, Tamar Fennell of Queensland. And there's a right side handoff to Gillespie. Nice. Tessa Atkinson coming up to make the stop. And we sat down with Bonnie earlier.
2 years in the making. My team has worked very hard for this, and we're going to take the Mo freaking cup.
She's pumped up. She's excited.
One of the more fiery players as we look at Adrian Purnell, potentially the answer to Bonnie Gillespie tonight.
This is going to be a great matchup.
2nd and goal now from the Western Australia 4-yard line. Shotgun snap goes to Barkley. Barkley scrambling backwards and finding Quincy Hewitt in the midst of a lot of traffic. That's one of their tight ends that they use frequently, John.
That was a lot of traffic, Mitch. It was a nice little zone read or play action there. Have a look. Play action to Gillespie. Roll the left. Great throw under pressure. And one open in the end zone. Great catch. Quincy Hewitt, she's done well. 13.5 yard average.
As you can see, they haven't targeted her much, but when they have, they've had success. Normally, it's Shari Onley on that release play.
That could be one of the game plans for tonight, Mitch, is that knowing that WA are going to target Onley. Let's go back to Quincy.
And we figured that Adrian Purnell would have the coverage scheme there. And there's the extra point attempt, nothing doing.
Big pressure from the #1 defense. There was zero blocking there. I did notice that the Surge had tightened up their splits a little bit. They're going to try and run that ball in, but gee, the Angels, look out, they came to play.
A very commanding early drive that went for 5 plays, 24 yards. And now WA will have to answer. Right side handoff to Brittany Ware, getting to the edge. And that is the kind of running they've expected from the young 18-year-old. She went for about 12 yards on this run, John.
Have a look at this. This is something I haven't seen. Look at the wing back. She's pulling around the outside, side to the right. Lead blocking for Ware. That's a great goal. I haven't seen that from WA yet. That's a little something, a wrinkle they put in for maybe the Legends Cup.
They missed her a bit due to injury. She had a high ankle sprain. Now back to 100%. Big handoff to Ware. Going to try the right side. And that was intended for Nicole Harvey. The right tight end just could not come up with it.
I think, I'm looking to see if it was either tipped or if Harvey just dropped it. But again, it's just like last week. Got to make sure when you're doing that speed out with a 5 and out flat for the tight end, catch the ball first, then turn upfield. Can't go anywhere without the football.
That'll set up a 2nd and 10 now from the New South Wales 23-yard line. Young Turnbull trying to take command of this offense on a big stage here, the grand final, playing in front of a huge crowd tonight at NIB Stadium. That was Brittany Ware again, that time only managing about a yard.
There were some big hits there. That looked like a bit of a scrum. Again, just a sort of a wingback pulling around to the right, but the Surge were there. I like the movement that Angels are getting a little bit of momentum after the first series where they went 4 and out. Let's see what they can do.
You got to keep this very athletic New South Wales defense anchored by Mo Gaxiola there, off balance. And that's what they're trying to do with WA with Brittany Ware. We'll see how that works out for them. Now a 3rd and 9 play. Snap to Leah Turnbull on the right side, looking for something. Nothing there. Going to take off with the ball. And she is rumbling. That is not slow motion, folks. That is Leah Turnbull. And that is a 22-yard touchdown run.
Oh, look, we're doing a bit. I don't know, Ian thought for a bit of surfing. Oh, we're doing the stand-up paddleboard there, bit of surfing. What I really like is she had a look, didn't like it, says I'm going to go with it. She is a passer, not a runner, but she got some great blocks downfield. Very nice job all round. As I said, Leah Turnbull, she is a passer. She's got 82.5 rating. She's got 8 TDs this year, 292 yards passing. That's not bad. She shows the skills with the legs there.
A great first year for Turnbull. Her and Jacinda Barkley of New South Wales exchanging the #1 ranking all season at the passer position. Now WA lining up for a 2-point attempt. Great answer to New South Wales' opening score.
Sure.
Handoff goes to Weir on the right side, and that is it. WA taking the lead, 7-6.
Great acrobatics of the crowd. He's got the hometown crowd is going well tonight. Mitch, WA, they love their football any way they can get it. Good crowd tonight.
Excellent crowd, as we said earlier. They were lined up early at the gates for this one. Now a 1st and 10 handoff to Bonnie Gillespie on the left side. And Gillespie goes for 6 yards. That is money in the bank, John.
Yeah, I just said her average says it all. So we'll just give the ball to her, twice, and we've got a first down and a bit more. I like it. It sets up a lot of things, but let's see what WA can do to try and shut down Gillespie.
New South Wales definitely going to use a lot of Gillespie tonight as we near the end of the first quarter here. 7-6 WA on top. A 2nd and 4 play. Quick pass out to Kayla Mulvold. Almost intercepted.
Nice little sort of crossing route there. You have the receiver slanting underneath the tight end with a quick out, trying to make a little pick play. I think New South Wales have seen something that they can do with the receivers.
And that is the end of first quarter play. It is the hometown WA Angels up 7-6 on this one. It was Jacinda Barkley striking early, Leah Turnbull answering.
LFL football presented by Playmaker, LFL's newest technology, allowing fans to create highlights of their favorite players and teams.
And we are back to second quarter action here, and we're going to go down to the field again with Sarah Godfrey.
Thanks, guys. I'm down on the sideline with Leah Turnbull. Can you walk us through that play? Was that a design play?
It was a pass play originally, and all the defense followed the right side of the field, so I just kept it and got a freaking touchdown. I'm thrilled, and we just need to keep adding those points to the board.
Well, best of luck for the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
I love it when a QB speaks a mind. Yeah, you can tell it was a pass play. She looked and then said, no, I'm going that way.
Now a 3rd and 4 play to open the second quarter. Adrian Purnell whipping on the first tackle, and that's Bonnie Gillespie going for 4 yards.
Great little zone blocking to the left, but yeah, Purnell saw the crease. Bam, straight in there.
Now a 1st and 10 play for New South Wales. This offense really hitting a gear in the latter part of the season, and it's translating here at the Legends Cup. 1st and 10 at the New South Wales 21. That's Jacinda Barkley just bulldozing her way on the right side, and that's going to go for 25 yards. Answering Leah Turnbull's scramble, that is Jacinda Barkley playing like a fullback, John.
Look at that, this is rugby. This is rugby union. Just to get in behind the maul and go. You got Bonnie Gillespie, 20 yards downfield blocking. We've seen both QBs show off their wheels tonight.
Wow, did not expect that. They're going to use Jacinda Barkley's size against what you talked about in the pregame show, a very small interior front for WA.
Was it old school style mix? Was it the flying V or the flying wedge back in the day?
I'm not sure I've seen that. Definitely designed quarterback sneak. Now the extra point attempt for New South Wales on the right side, too easy, as you Aussie say. And that's Bonnie Gillespie going in. That'll give New South Wales a 13-7 lead.
It is too easy when you got Gillespie. Just give it up to the right, get in the end zone. I like the call.
This is turning into a heavyweight fight back and forth. It'll be up to WA to answer once again. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line, handoff to Weir. And Weir goes for about 5 yards.
Really nice job. Offensive scouting there. You can tell the pressure surge is coming on. On 1st down, they're going. And the Angels are using the surge momentum to block them and block them in certain types of angles so that Weir can see that crease, make a single cut, and bam, and she's into the second level.
Now a 2nd and 5 play. Handoff goes to Tegan Brown this time from the wide receiver position. And Brown goes for 5 yards. That's going to be good enough to move the sticks. A first down for WA. Allison Laws on the stop.
That was a nice run, but somebody's got on that edge there, has got to do a better job of blocking that cornerback. I think it was Laws just said. She penetrated too quick and made that running back cut up.
Laws in place of Chloe Butler, who is missing from the lineup, the all-star defensive end. Actually part of the national rugby team for Australia. Quick screen that time to Weir, and she just drops the ball.
Lucky I've got my iPad insured, Mitch, because I've just thrown it on the floor in disgust. It's broken into 1,000 pieces. We've seen it. You've got to catch the ball. Just a great little swing pass. We knew they were going to do this as part of the WA game plan. Catch it. You can see that she's got her eyes up, looking for the surge defenders. Catch the ball first, then do what you need to do.
Great job by Leah Turnbull there, kind of keeping the safeties at bay. And then throwing it to Weir last second. Obviously, Weir dropping the ball. Now a 2nd and 10 play. Handoff again to Weir on the left side. And there goes those turbo jets. That'll be enough for a 1st down. A nice 10-yard run by Brittany Weir.
That was awesome. No, Weir didn't even get touched until she's about 15 yards up the field. Really nice job from Angels showing the block. A nice little tackle left front. Good job.
That is a 1st and 10 now for WA. Mo Gaxiola looking on. This will potentially be her 4th championship. I think she wants this. Bad snap to Leah Turnbull. Turnbull going on the left side. That is dangerous as Bronte Zire comes up to try to lay the wood there.
Somebody, as we say, got jacked up. One of him, British hit. Watch the running back here. The snaps high, running back snaps, boom! Somebody goes down there. Great recovery. You can feel the pressure there, but I hope we don't see the bad snaps that we've seen in previous times, because that could be a key. I'm seeing, as you said before, it's a title fight. The Angels need to score on this possession to make it go 1 for 1.
That'll set up a 2nd and 11. Turnbull losing a yard on that scramble. Now a 2nd and 11 play, going to try the left side to Adrian Purnell, just off the fingertips of Purnell.
Wow. Leah Turnbull, tip of the cap. That ball, what a sensational pass. Put it in the spot, right in the corner, around 2 defenders. Nice little smash around to the corner. Purnell usually has super glue on her hand. She can make those catches any day of the week. What a shame. Great pass from Turnbull, though.
Those are opportunities you need in a game like this. And unexpectedly, the U.S. import drops one in the corner of the end zone. Now a 3rd and 11 play from the New South Wales 16-yard line. Trying the middle and nothing doing. Let's sit down and talk with Adrian Purnell.
Winning a championship at any continent would be absolutely amazing, but I think winning tonight would definitely be a staple in my career.
And as you said, she's won in a lot of places and is a leader on this team. But boy, I hope that drop catch in the end zone there, so the drop pass, doesn't stay with her. She mentally needs to get back in this game.
Purnell obviously a contributor on both sides of the ball. 4th and 11, key 4th and 11 here for WA on the left side again, and just simply overthrows the receiver Tegan Brown. And a turnover on downs, a great stop by this New South Wales defense. Once again, it was that Purnell drop that could be a key factor going late into this game.
I like the call. They went back to the smash route, but what I saw open there, Mitch, was, I think it was where Brittany Ware was the running back. She was open for about 15 yards just on a simple swing route. The cornerback, it might have been Bronte Zire hanging back to see that smash route. Could have had something short in the first down.
That was an 8-play drive by WA, accounting for 0 points. And there's the option to Bonnie Gillespie, and they are lucky that was not a fumble recovered by WA. Alyssa Budd coming up from the corner position.
Love the play, though. I don't think I've seen Serge do that all year. Fake the tight end reverse, option off that linebacker, draws the defensive end down. But Gillespie, I think that pitch was just a little bit behind her.
And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning of the 2nd quarter. Barkley capping a great drive.